RuneScape is a virtual world where you can play in a world of goblins and dragons and demons, training your combats. The more you do it, the better you get at it. Training your other skills, the more mining you do, the better you get at mining ores, and then the more smithy you do, the better weapons you can make out of them.
It's very unique, not just because it's 20 years old, but just because of the kind of game it is. It's an MMO, but it breaks the fourth wall a lot. It self-references itself.
Even when you're not playing RuneScape, you're still part of that community. You have friends that you continue to talk to about the game, what's going on, and
making potentially even friends that might last a lifetime. That's where I met my wife, even.
One of the amazing things about RuneScape is that every single week we release new content.
By the time you get to 2013, RuneScape, a completely different game to what it was like when it first started.
It was apparent to us that there was a big market out there for the game, like it used to be.
The players decided, we don't want to play this version anymore, we want the old one. So Jagex responded to these player demands. They put up a huge poll on the website. There was something like over 400,000 people said, bring old school back.
People talk a lot about like what is old school, and ultimately it's an almost impossible question to answer, because when you think back to that backup from 2007, what was special about that date? And the reality is absolutely nothing. Is that date the defining thing that makes something old school? Probably not, in all honesty, but obviously some people will feel differently about that.
There were many expecting that after 6 months to 9 months, Old School RuneScape would have been that nostalgia rush, and then it would have gone away and there'd be maybe a small dedicated community, but instead the community was growing, with players bringing other players back in again and helping their community grow by bringing their friends. Come the end of 2013, the studio's owners were so pleased at what Old School had become. It felt like Old School RuneScape had proven itself and earned its place in the market. Small still then, but it was growing all the time. And throughout 2014, it just kept growing.
I think one of the biggest challenges with running an old version of the game was, do you just leave it like that? I think it quickly became clear as that we need to carry on updating Old School RuneScape. With it being in the player's control, it would be developed in a way that they were happy with and continue to be happy with over the coming years. The way we'd set up to go about things was to listen to them, understand what they want, and go as far as letting them have democratic control of our content with polling everything we do.
The 20th anniversary of the RuneScape franchise, Old School's 8th birthday, and certainly not slowing down.
And the fact we're still here, it's still identifiable as this old school version of RuneScape, that's amazing. We don't want to stop here. We've got a long future ahead of us.
And in many ways it feels like Old School's really still only just getting started. It's only been a couple of years since the release of mobile, and the game is still growing pretty much every day. Like, a huge part of it is just like to keep doing what we've been doing. I mean, that's ultimately what Old School's about. It's just sticking to the old ways. So yeah, we can keep delivering this awesome content.